Good morning viewers. Hi, this is Pramankur. Welcome you back once again to my PMA channel. Today I'll be speaking on a very useful and a fundamental topic which is related to our life and the development in career. Most of us often keep on really complaining that why we do not get success, or why we possibly have all the technical skills, or we have all the best of the knowledge, but still we are not finding the opportunity. So in this video, I'll be explaining you that what exactly sets us different from others. Yes, if you're really struggling hard to know the reason that why you didn't get the promotion in your last appraisal, or why you didn't get the job, even having the same skills your friend who got the job, but you were left behind, what exactly is the secret, and why every time you have to really struggle in order to compete? That is what is going to give you the answer in this video. So watch this video carefully if you have to get answers to all your questions. Yes, something which sets you apart from others, that is nothing but your behavioral skills. In 21st century, behavioral skill is considered to be one of the most important skill which is really going to give you success. I often go to different campuses while speaking to different candidates. I go to various engineering schools, management schools, where I often come across students who are of the same age group, same qualification and the same merit background. And when we have to choose the right candidate out of that group, I always try to decide their behavioral skills, or more precisely the soft skills. And this is equally true when it comes to most of the hiring managers. When they have to decide for the most eligible candidate, they always want to understand that who is more sharper in terms of their behavioral skills. So what exactly are these soft skills and what are these hard skills? So you might be thinking that we spend most of our time in our school, colleges and university gathering the various information related to our academic, related to our professional skills. Now how exactly we get these soft skills, and what are these soft skills all about? So hard skills are basically the skills which we get in our school, college and university. Those are related to the various core domains or the various specialization which we prepare ourselves for. And similarly, softer skills are basically the skills which are related to the behavioral part, or more of it's into our personal applications of the same in our social life. So if you are an engineer and you have got all the technical skills and you're really sound in applying the same, but you don't know that how it can fit into an organization, or how it can be a part of a project team where many other people are also working. So when we try to hire a good executive, or when we are trying to understand that who is going to be the fittest out of the average, we always want to see a person who is good in interpersonal skills, a person who can communicate his or her ideas clearly to the team, a person who has got a good understandability of fitting into the team. And all these things comes with a better knowledge of soft skills. It has been seen that most of us spend 80 to 85% of our time in gathering the harder skills of life, and we really pay very less attention in understanding or developing our soft skill. With the onward march of globalization, it has been seen that the entire world is coming close into a small global village, and as a result, people of different communities and different cultures are working together. And if you really do not have exposure to soft skill, it can be a threat for you, because you must understand that people can come from different backgrounds, but the first thing which you need to understand that how you can communicate your ideas or your thoughts to everybody. So you might have a global client list, but if you really do not understand their culture, their background, and how they communicate, and how you can connect with them, then no matter how good or how better your technology is, it is not going to see the light of the day. So start understanding their background, their culture, their motivation, which can really help you only when you learn soft skills. So what exactly are the ways to learn soft skills? So if you really ask different hiring managers and HR people, they will give you different questions as per their understanding and their knowledge. But today I am going to tell you some basic soft skills which are highly sought after by most of the professionals globally. So the first soft skill which we generally talk about is communication skills. Communication skill is not only about expressing your ideas and thoughts to others, but at the same time it is how well you understand and listen others. Because whenever we talk about communication, most of the time we think that it is only about speaking, but communication is both speaking and listening. So how effectively you communicate, it is how effectively you speak and how effectively you listen others. And possibly, if you see, God also has biologically given us 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can understand that what should be the way of proportionately using listening more and speaking less. So if you really listen others actively, most of the time you can give a good reply or you have a better communication process. So in order to have a good communication, you also have to understand that it is not only sometimes speaking and listening, but also the non-verbal part of the communication, that is your body language. Sometimes, suppose if you are giving an information to someone, but the person doesn't have a proper eye contact, or the person is not following your instructions well, can lead to wrong situations and it might mislead the speaker. So that's why it is very important than the kind of body language you have. Body language is also considered to be very powerful. It has been seen that 60 to 70% of your success of communication depends on your body language. So what is body language? The gesticulation or the body gestures. The way you make your body movements are how you carry yourself when you communicate. Suppose if you are communicating to someone but you don't have a proper eye contact, you are not intensely listening to that person, that might give a wrong message to the speaker or the person to whom you are communicating. So make sure that you have the right body language and at least you don't give a negative message to the person to whom you are communicating. And after communication, I would like to tell you something which is more important is about your behavior. That is how good you are a team member, how good you behave in a team. So being a good team player is also very important. And in order to be a good team player, you have to have good interpersonal skills. You must know that how to mingle well with your team members. Most of the time it has been seen that people coming from different background and different culture become misfit to a new community. And in order to do that, most of the organizations do a lot of cultural training, lot of orientation classes. But in spite of that, if you really fail to understand that how you can really penetrate into a new culture in a new societal background, you have to understand that it is first taking interest into a new culture, and then you have to have respect for the new culture where you have come to work. And once you have an understanding of that culture, you can gradually start adapting it. So this is also going to be an important aspect when you talk about working in a team, because when you work in a team, it is always important that you have an understanding of your team member so you can follow them or you can make them work whatever you want to do. So the success of your project depends on how well you communicate, how well you adapt in a team, how well you mingle with the people. And after that comes your work ethics. Yes, many times people misunderstand, thinking that they are very qualified, very talented, so why they should pick up these soft skills. So that is where they do the maximum blunder, because soft skill is not only about the technical skills, but it is how you are going to apply these technical skills in your practical life. It's about those behaviors, about those professionalism which you have to learn. For example, if you are going to an important meeting, you should know that how you should dress yourself, or you should know that how exactly you should carry yourself in a particular function so that people take you seriously. And many times it happens that the kind of message which we are giving gives an important message about our importance and how well we want to put across our thoughts in front of others. So it is not necessary that you always have to wear a suit, but dressing properly, dressing modestly is also an important chapter. And moreover, when you are meeting people, you must understand that you have to be punctual. You also should understand that what is the importance of respecting time. Many times I have seen that people are very busy and they could not attend the meeting, or they are basically getting late for their client meeting, and sometimes they give excuse that they got stuck in traffic or they are busy for so and so reason. But remember that even if you are late for 10 minutes, if there are 5 members, that means you are 50 minutes late. And just by excusing is not the answer. So if you really want to understand, then you have to be good even in your work ethics. It can be even an email which you are responding, but make sure that the language which you use and the way you are trying to represent, that is going to be the respect and the prestige for your organization, for yourself and for your work. And after that, which comes is your flexibility, that how much flexible you are. As we know that we are living in a global age where things are moving at a very faster pace. Many companies are there who are actually following a 24/7 culture. That means round the week and round the day they are available. But in order to be round the week and round the day available, you need to understand that you have to have an important communication and a balanced understanding for your service, so that your client and your customers can reach you out without any barrier. And for that, you need to understand that how you understand them. Sometimes your clients or customers are really not happy with you, or for some reason you have been struggling in giving them a good reply. But if you really don't understand that how you can give them a proper resolve, or how you can handle those complaints, you again struggle to get a good customer satisfaction. So the secret of this is that you need to have a proper mechanism of getting customer feedback. You must know that how to really look into those issues, that why your customers are not happy. Possibly they have not been addressed the last time properly by your colleague. So the moment you listen to their problems, you try to personify those problems and come back promptly with a proper resolve, a proper solution, they will be more happy. And that is one of the technique of handling them proper. So manage always all your communication in the most flexible way as possible. And finally, the last but not the least point, that is your attitude. Always remember that wherever and whichever work you are being assigned to, it is always the kind of attitude you show, and it should be always a positive attitude. So if you really have a positive attitude, then you can always become a fruit of all seasoning. So everybody wants to have a person who always loves to be a part of the solution and not a part of the question. Sometimes people think that I always will be smart by remaining quiet, or I don't want to become a part of a problem. Remember, sometimes asking question is much better than keeping quiet. So if you really ask question, your boss or your client will also appreciate you, because they at least will understand that you are at least trying to understand the situation and you are keen enough to find a solution. So if you show the right attitude, and of course when you are positive about resolving the whole thing, then people definitely welcome you. So these are some basic skills which we can always develop, and we have often enough opportunity to develop our skills. And these soft skills, if we really improve with time, can make ourselves more sharper and more successful in our different respective domains of life. So that's all for today, my friends. I hope if you have really find this video helpful, then please put your comments and let me know that you want to have some more such informative videos on soft skill and other related personality topics. I'll be more happy to get at your answers. Thank you so much. Till then, take care, stay well, be positive. Hey guys, what are you waiting for? If you have still not subscribed me, subscribe my channel and get some more interesting video on positive lifestyle and hit the bell button so that you can watch some more interesting videos.